Hello,
This is Spinsters Library.
I'm Charlie,
I'm Claudia.
and this is Minerva. Oh, perfect girl for turning your head.
Today we want to talk about our reading habits.
Yes, we do. And also this cat. Look how
Yes.
cute this cat
Well,
is.
she's kind of part of my reading habits because when she's in my reading chair, obviously I can't read.
Yes, I mean, because you can only read in your reading chair.
Yeah, and you can't move a cat, like that's law.
Yes, well, let sleeping cats lie. Never tickle a sleeping cat.
That's the Hogwarts motto.
I know, that's why I made the
Yeah.
reference.
What are your reading habits?
I don't really have habits so much as just, I go through phases. And sometimes my phases are I have to read like 6 books in a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I just go and everything's about reading. And then sometimes I go for like a month or 2 without picking up a book. And those are very sad because I get book hangovers.
Yeah.
So after I read a particularly good book, I sort of have to walk away. So like after I read The Power, who's that by again?
Naomi Alderman.
Naomi Alderman, it is, yes. My bad. But after I read that, I sort of had to put books down in general and walk away for a couple of weeks because I was just like, everything doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It's all just a social construct.
When you finish a really good book, and even if it's not like a political book, but if it's so in your head that you don't feel ready for another book.
So I recently read The Name of the Wind.
Okay.
That's a fantasy novel. I think the author's called Patrick Rothfuss. Anyway, it's a series of books, but there's only 2 out so far. It's going to be a trilogy. But after the second one, which is 1,000 pages long, I was like, this entire world has just sucked me in. How do I live in the real world ever again?
Yeah.
I don't really have habits then, I think. Like, I like reading when I'm cuddling my dog. Her name's Keiko, by the way. She's a rescue dog. I'm gonna put a picture up at some point. But she's a good book stand because she likes to crawl into my lap and like just snore and drool a bit because she's that sort of dog. So I can rest a book on her head, and that works well.
She has got quite a big head. Like I couldn't rest a book on
her
Minerva's
head's
head.
about the same size as my head, really.
I mostly read in bed still, I think. So in the evenings, but also in the mornings. And this is a habit I picked up from when I was a child. I always read while having breakfast.
Really interesting.
Yeah. When I was 7, I had the art of propping a book up between a breakfast cereal bowl and a cereal box perfected. So I still kind of do that.
Well, that's nice.
Although I do use my Kindle a lot more. And the good thing about that is that it just stays. Like if you just put it up somewhere, it will just stay there.
What are you reading on it at the moment?
I'm still reading The Last Man by Mary Shelley.
Right, cool.
And in bed I also like the Kindle because you can use it with the lights off. So I've got the Paperwhite one.
Yeah.
So...
See, I just never got into using my Kindle. I didn't like having to click to get to the next page. I think was a big thing for me. I appreciate ebooks and I read on my laptop a lot, but there's nothing the same to me as a paperback.
No, I do prefer paperbacks as well, especially hardcovers are sort of cumbersome and...
Oh yeah, they are not easy.
Yeah.
I mean, A, they don't travel well, and B, sort of like, I mean, they're good weapons.
And if you get a really nice edition,
it's so
the
pretty,
hardcover,
and then you put it on your shelf and you're like...
So as I mentioned previously, I have a reading chair. Maybe I can even
yes.
turn the camera to show you that. So do you see where the headrest is folded down? That's where Minerva likes to sit.
Oh, I can see the black
The
and white
fur on
it.
there,
Yes,
yeah.
That's lovely.
I'm not sure if this was the best of ideas,
Well, it's over now.
but it's done now.
I'm just gonna do...
Oh yeah, because you're so tall.
Can I go down on this chair anymore? Yes, there we go.
Oh, yay! But when I'm out traveling, like on the train or going on holidays, I
like reading on the train. Also, it makes people leave you alone a lot, unless there are those people who sit next to you and like, what are you reading and what's it about? Do you like it?
I never got that. Luckily, no.
I think a pretty girl like you'd have that.
Oh, so charming. Maybe I just completely ignore people on the train, which is generally a good thing to do because then you don't get people sitting next to you either. Is this seat free? And if you're just there with your book, like, then you know what they're gonna do.
Oh my god, so friendly.
Another thing I wanted to ask you is: do you mark your books? Do you write in them? Do you fold the pages? Do you do horrible things to them? You do, don't you? Look at you.
I'm really bad, but I don't know. I like writing in them. And I like folding the pages.
No, fair enough. If they're your own books, who cares?
Because a lot of my books that I use for research, I highlight in and put little notes of like stuff, so when I'm analysing stuff as well, I do it. No, like just for fiction, I don't normally write in them unless I have something that I'm either really angry about or really happy about.
Yeah.
So I've had some books where I've got so angry I picked up a pencil and went, "This is bullshit," next to it. I dog ear the pages when I don't have bookmarks handy.
I made like a bunch of bookmarks some time ago, like last year, and I just use them and everything.
Well, I've been trying better, but I end up just using receipts or whatever I have handy, and I hate that.
Receipts, Magic the Gathering cards in my case.
But yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna try and crochet some bookmarks, which I will probably do a video about. Because
because I want to know how to do
craft.
that. I also like to put flags in my books though, like this.
Oh yeah, I've got some of those as well.
Mostly for research.
I do that for research. Do you see, when I go on holiday, when I travel anywhere, I always take at least 2 books with me, even if it's just overnight.
So you have a choice.
What if I finish one?
Or what if you don't feel like reading that? And you can read
exactly.
That? Yeah, I do that as well.
Lately it's been non-fiction and fiction. So I'm reading Inferior by Angela something. Wow, I'm bad at names. I'm going to look this up. It'll be in the notes on the video.
I'll make sure of that.
It's about how science has told women that they're inferior to men for hundreds of years. But sometimes you're not always in the mood for hard, heavy-hitting non-fiction stuff, so...
Well, I always read like 4 to 6 books at the same time anyway, so I always have a choice. Like, every time I pick up a book, I have a choice between, do I read the book I'm currently reading on my Kindle, do I pick up a paper book, and then have a choice between, do I read the non-fiction book I'm currently reading, or the young adult book, or the classic. So I just like having that variety.
Yeah, well, it depends what mood you're in, because you're not always in the mood for a classic. Like,
exactly.
My mum's been reading Pride and Prejudice for the last year. She still hasn't finished it. She said, "Oh, I got a third of the way through, but then I forgot about it, so I had to start again. And now she's 2/3 of the way through, but she's forgotten how, and she has to start again, and she just can't be bothered." I'm like, "Mum, it's the best book! Mum, please!"
She'll get around to it. But
no,
yeah,
we have to do a video on Pride and Prejudice just for my mum.
Yes.
So she actually reads this book. Mother, read it.
You're like just shaming her into reading it now.
I shame her a lot.
Does she watch these videos?
Yes.
Hiya, Charlie's mom.
Carol. Her name's Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Yes.
Better read Pride and Prejudice.
Sorry, Mum.
Okay, and with that threat, shall we finish the video?
Yes, thank you for watching.
Bye.
Goodbye.